How in the world do you negotiate with a sweet 85-year-old lady to get a good deal and make her feel like she's being, treated fairly? But, my heart is like, I can't negotiate with her. Good afternoon. Barely. It's 12:01. Good afternoon, my little YouTubables. I'm Kevin with the Kevin and Anna Flipping and Flopping Show. I changed the name of the channel. We didn't really have a name other than Kevin and Anna, but 95% of the channel is about reselling, buying and selling stuff. Now we put other family videos up here from time to time, like when our little girls got their ears pierced, things like that. But again, most of it's a reselling channel. So I wanted to have a name that was more inclined or more geared towards reselling. And as you see in our intro, I used a picture of flip-flops for flipping and flopping. Well, I've been using that for a long time. So I was scratching my head the other day and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to add flipping and flopping to the end of the channel name. So welcome to our same but new channel. I'm a part-time reseller. For those of you who don't know me or haven't watched before, I have kind of like 3 other jobs. My primary job and then 2 somewhat part-time jobs. And then I do reselling as a fun hobby, as well as to pick up some extra cash with a hobby. So that's pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, buy and sell, flip, and sometimes flop. So today's December 20th. I don't know if I said that. Shortly after lunchtime. And I am still drinking my coffee. Today I'm going to talk to you about a handful of things. Not a lot. I'm going to keep this video short. And we're going to discuss the sold items. We're going to discuss how in the heck do you negotiate with a sweet 85-year-old lady. And we're going to discuss some boxes that I've ordered. And what else? We've already discussed the channel name. Honestly, I don't remember. I wrote it down right over here. So let me have a quick peek. And just some stickers that I have on order. So we'll start with the boxes. A lot of resellers recommend Supply Hut. And so I wanted to give you, watch my stringy ball there. So I wanted to give you my feelings on it. Pros and cons. Now, I have only ordered this one box from them ever. It's a 4x4. And for those of you that have been keeping up with the channel or watched the recent ones, all of these unicorns, I needed some boxes for to ship those in. So that's gonna be part of the cost in that bulk buy. But back to Supply Hut. Pros. I really loved how quick they were to ship, how quickly I received them, and I think that was, a very strong point. Now, would I buy these again? We'll come back to that. But I wanted to show you what I consider a con. It's a pro and a con, to be honest with you, because the boxes are very, very light. Okay, sturdy but light. And what I found as a con is when I fold these boxes, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you see those holes on the corner? That obviously cuts down on the weight. But when I fold these boxes in, you can probably see it better here. You know, even when I have a tight seal, I've got holes in all four corners just about. I can maybe squeeze one of them shut. I don't really like that. It's a big way of letting in moisture, or it's just an opening in a box that I'd prefer not to have. Again, a pro of that is it cuts down on the weight. The less cardboard they use, the less weight, the less shipping cost that I incur or that I offer to my buyers. But I think I would rather have those corners closed than leave them open for the reasons that I've talked about. You know, moisture being the biggest one. Hang on a second. I see smudges on my screen. I'm going to pause the video. No, I'm not. I'm just going to wipe you guys off. There. I'll wash your face. But, yeah, so, you know, like I said, would I buy them again? Yeah, I'd order from them again. The cost is low. I think shipping and everything on those was $28. And so I got 100 boxes for about 28 cents each. That's not bad when you're buying shipping materials. One other quick con that I didn't like, I've got them stacked up here, and you can see those have already had their little strap taken off. But I found this strap is very, very loose. Now it makes it easy to get the boxes out, but it also makes it easy for those boxes just to fall out. And that's why one of these, at least, out of those two stacks there, that stack and that stack, that's why one of those doesn't have the little vinyl, plastic, whatever wrap around it, is because when I was taking it out of the poly mailer that they sent me the boxes in, when I was removing that, some of the boxes just went all over the place, you know, so I had to pick up and clean that up. Now, you know, they can't wrap them too tight because that would damage the integrity of the boxes, but they could do them a little tighter. So anyway, there's my little review on Supply Hut. Now again, keep in mind, that's the only thing I've ever bought from them. So I'm sure I'll buy more boxes, and I'll go with Supply Hut again. We have so many resellers, the big guys that are out there that have affiliate links to them and use them. And so, you know, they've tried and tested them, you know, so if they recommend them, I'm good with that too. But I will keep a watchful eye out. So hang tight. We are going to go through some sold items here. Stand by. So as I'm going through my sold items, I'm going to go back to December 14th, which was my last video. This first one I'm going to show you may have been on that last video. I can't remember, so apologies if I've already talked about it. But this is a Galaxy Audio. Basically, it's a wireless remote wireless receiver for a microphone audio system. You see them use them a lot in like churches and big people too. But anyway, I picked that up at Goodwill for $12, and not only that one, I had 3 of those, and then I had the big receiver part that went with the system. It was not a complete system, so I parted it out. And again, I paid 12 bucks for it. I sold the receiver for, I think, like 35 several months ago. And so anything that I sell out of there now is 100% profit. So we're looking at, you know, $17.50, probably about $2.50 in eBay fees and such. So buyer paid shipping. So I got about 15 bucks on that. And next we have this Twilight Saga DVD lot. That sold for $9.99. Excuse me. And I didn't pay a dime for those. They were given to us. And I put those on auction. No, 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 those were buy it now. But those sold for $9.99, so about $8.50 profit on those. Buyer paid shipping on that also. And this next one was Superheroes. It's a Blu-ray lot, 3 of them. And those were free, given to us by a neighbor who moved. And I put those on an auction just for giggles to see what they would do. And they sold for $6.99 plus shipping. So, you know, roughly $6 profit there. And then this next one, it was a fun one. I found these in my mom and dad's building when we were cleaning it out. They're trolls from 1980s. And I put those also on an auction. And they sold for $5. So, you know, $4 profit. All of those that I just showed you were listings. So we're about to go Lonnie style. I've got 3 items that I need to get boxed and labeled, shipped, all that good stuff, but I haven't pulled them out of my inventory yet, so let's go get them. So here we go. Actually, I've already discussed them, but they're the 4 1980s trolls. Look, I had some accidents. You can see some of my unicorns have tumbled. Okay, here we go. Oh no, these aren't DVDs, they're Blu-rays. Yeah. Did I list them as DVDs? I'll have to look at my phone again. But these guys, we'll get these boxed up. Right here. Get those boxed up. I can return these. Gotta be careful if I don't bump my unicorns. What else did I sell? Totally spacing it right now. What were those 3 things we just talked about, guys? It was and this one I haven't talked with you about, but these Legos I picked up as a lot at a yard sale earlier in the year. And they're part of the Atlantis stuff. So anyway, I split the Legos up, and I found that some of these small sets, they were complete. But that one is a complete set, and I sold it for, I took a best offer on it. Actually, I had it listed for $6.99. I think I had it listed for $6.99. The buyer offered me $3 for it. 100% profit at this point. I countered and said, give me $4, and the buyer said yes. If you haven't watched my video on how to make $250 an hour on eBay, you need to go back and watch that video. But those Legos, I picked them up at a yard sale, and I paid $1 for a lot of mixed bag stuff. And I ended up breaking it apart, and I sold a bunch of the Castle minifigs for like $25, you know, and then I sold another set for about $8, and then I just sold this set for $4. So, you know, you look at the profit side of it any way you want to, but really it's, you know, about $3 profit, but it's, at this point, it's all money earned. Oh yeah, I'm watering my grass because we have a nice warm day in December. And it's not super warm, but it's definitely warm enough to water the grass. I'm hoping to get the last round of seed that I planted to grow before it gets too late. I think it's already too late, but we'll see what happens there. Anyway, I've got to switch my sprinkler, so I'll be right back. Alright, sprinkler has been changed. Now it's that one way down yonder, which is really only about 20-25 feet away, but the way this camera settings are, it makes it look like it's a 1.5 miles away. But there's my sold items. Not a lot sold, as I've mentioned before, and as we know, If you're not listing, you're not selling. So I really hope to get on those unicorns and elephants, the blown glass stuff. I really want to get those items going soon. I do have an extremely busy day to go up to our property in Weaverville and do quite a bit of work up there. So I don't know that I'll get any listing done today, maybe. But I also still have to, on the unicorns and elephants, I still need to get them sorted out, decide what lots I'm going to do. But I'm waiting on stickers. And it's okay, I could list without this, so it's not, you know, a holdup. But I decided to order my own fragile stickers to apply on each box. And it's a huge lot of stickers. I think it was like $8 or something for like 100 or 250, I can't remember. But it was a lot of stickers. So, still waiting on that, but I can go ahead and get things listed as soon as I find time. And hopefully you'll start to see my sales picking back up again. Plus I've got those other bulk items that we'll go over, the bulk purchases I made as I can get to it. So stay tuned for another video on that kind of stuff. But before I do that, I'm definitely going to get these blown glass unicorns and elephants listed. So in the beginning of last week, this is an interesting topic to me, but in the beginning of last week, for my normal IT job, I had to go to a retirement home, and I had to go into, I don't know, probably 40 houses and update some networking equipment in each house. And so I would be in the garage and in the elderly person's house. And man, oh man, did I just see unlimited profit throughout these houses. I mean, there was so much vintage stuff. And there were so many things that would just draw my attention, you know, as a picker. You know, you're walking around these places and you're like, wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. These people have no idea what they have. Which, you know, some of them may, but of course, you know, a lot of them have their emotional and personal ties to it. But, you know, I'm sitting there thinking to myself through all of this, and they really are. A lot of them were, you know, elderly people, and I'm thinking to myself, how in the world do you negotiate with a sweet 85-year-old lady to get a good deal and make her feel like she's being, you know, treated fairly? But, you know, my heart is like, I can't negotiate with her. But at the end of the day, it wasn't really even an option, because, you know, it would have been a conflict of interest with my job to to start talking to these people about, you know, how much would you sell this for? Or would you be interested in selling this? And so, you know, that was something that I just couldn't do. But oh my goodness, I mean, I wish I would have like tallied up some of the stuff I saw, but it was just endless. You know, it just went on and on and on. Every room I went to, or out in the garage, things they just had sitting up on the shelf gathering dust, you know. It would have been such a gold mine throughout the whole property had I been able to talk with these people and see if they wanted to sell things. But it is what it is, you know. I couldn't do it, but it was fun and it was aggravating all at the same time. So had a good time talking with these people. A lot of them were really sweet people. I just wish they would have been like, you know, I've got all this stuff. I'd like to sell it. Are you interested? That's living in a dream world. That's not going to happen. But let me get these items packed up. We'll talk about a couple other things maybe, and I'll see you in a short bit. Check on my grass here before I show you what I'm doing with the blown glass. I'll let it run a little longer. So, we've got elephants and unicorns, as you should well know, and right now I'm starting on the easy side. I have time to deal with the elephants today. So the way I'm doing this These elephants have the gold leaf ears, or yeah, I mean, I don't really think it's gold leaf, but anyway, 2 of those will ship for 4 ounces in one of the 4x4 boxes. So I'm going to list these for $9.99 each. So a set of 2 for $9.99. I'll have 2 of those listings, quantity 2. And then here I'm doing like family of elephants, you can see, and these are going to ship at 8 ounces, and I'm going to try to do those for, not try, but I'm going to list those for $14.99 plus shipping. All of them will be plus shipping. And then as we pan over here and look at the bulk, what I'm going to do, I have 22 of those left. And so I thought, let me lot them up in 3s, and then I'll have 1 extra for any reason that I need. You know, if somebody says, oh, one of my elephants broke or whatever. Okay, fine, here, I'll send you another elephant. Hopefully we don't have that, but I'll have 1 spare just in case. And who knows, maybe the girls will eventually get one. But I'm going to do a lot of 3 of these for $9.99 each, and those will ship out for 4 ounces as well. So that's what I've got. That's what I'm about to get started on. And want to get those listed before I have to head up to the other property. There's our 3 items going out. Got some Legos. I don't know, we went through them before. The Trolls, the Legos, and the box of Blu-rays. So, see ya. No, just hang tight. I'll be back. Running late. But I got the elephants, just finished listing them. And here, let me pop them up above my head real quick. Those are $9.99. The little family here is $14.99. And the gold leafed ear sets are also $9.99. So let me take you back here and show you if they sell as intended and as we hope for. Those 2 sets will be $20. These 4 sets will be $60. And then these 7 triplays, triple sets with 3. Anyway, those will be $70. So we're looking at there, if everything sells, and if everything sells at full price, that's $150 before eBay fees. So, and shipping and fees, or shipping materials and all of that good stuff. So you could say easily that when I sell the elephants, that's a break even. Okay, I have at this point gotten my money back out of the bulk purchase. And so again, that's this shelf. Okay, so this shelf breaks me even, and then that top shelf and this middle shelf, those are all going to be in the profit. Now I haven't gotten those listed yet, but I need more time. But I've got to get going, guys. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you resellers out there are making mad money. Christmas is around the corner, so your Christmas surge has probably ended or coming to an end. But, you know, from what I hear, it's not bad after Christmas anyway. Hey, somebody's got to find a way to spend all that Christmas money they get, right? Y'all take care, and I will catch up with you next time. See ya!